What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So USC, starting Friday over the weekend, did get a couple more players to the 2024 class. They did lose out on two other players as well that I mentioned could have happened because they were going to the same school, but I'll get into those guys after these guys. So the first one to commit on Friday was the cornerback out of Texas, Braylon Conley. He's obviously a really good player. Even though he's considered a 3-star at some places and a 4-star at others, he's definitely most likely going to be a 4-star, as I mentioned. And he's a really tall guy, like already 6 foot for a corner, which is good. Definitely has a lot of good intangibles as well. Very athletic, very good cover guy, which they got a lot. And whether it's Marcellus Williams out here in SoCal or even Dakota Field as well, they're very much corner covers. Cover corners. So be able to leave them out there on an island, let the safeties do what they can, and then obviously get sacks, because that's what will definitely happen for sure. So definitely very excited he's on the team. And then earlier today, on Saturday, I think he's from Pennsylvania, all the way out there, is Deyvid Palepale, and he was down at 3 schools. I think it was like Michigan, Penn State, and USC. USC kind of came in late. They had offered him late and got him out on a late official visit, but he was always a true USC fan ever since he was little, him and his whole family. So it's obviously a dream come true for him, and that's why they were definitely high on his list. But I think he knew where he needed to be and ended up selecting USC earlier today, which is pretty awesome. Definitely very excited to get him. He is another guy who is, at least as of right now, ranked as a 3-star, but I think he could bump up after a nice senior year to the 4-star status as well, in my opinion. So definitely looking forward to see what he can do. But yes, very talented, very good guy. Obviously, if you have other top schools going after him, even if he is just a 3-star, then you know that they see something too as well. So we'll see about his future. And yes, speaking on Braylon Miller and Ty Anthony Smith, mentioned that they were going to be most likely a package deal to any team they selected. And the 2 teams that I mentioned were in their pretty much final 3 or 4 when it came to predicting where they would go. On 3, it was both USC and Texas A&M, but I just assumed, like everybody kind of assumed, that USC was going to get these guys because they were both at the top of the list. More percentage to go to USC, both those guys, and Texas A&M was still very low, like under 10%, something like that for both guys. But ended up being Texas A&M on Friday, the team that they both selected. The receiver Miller did it on Thursday, and then Ty Anthony Smith did it yesterday. So wasn't that surprising. I kind of knew they were going to be a back-to-back type of deal, even though Smith didn't say exactly when he was going to commit. But I don't know, maybe they decided to stay closer to home, maybe got a little bit more nice money in the bank, so we'll see if they still stick with that commitment out there in Texas A&M or not. But yeah, overall, I don't think it really hurts USC because they got obviously the 2 best receivers out here in Southern California, and actually all of California, ranked wise. And so I'm not really feeling bad about that. They obviously have great receivers as of right now on the roster, and that will still be there next year when these guys get in there. And so they could still add another person in the portal or maybe pick up someone else as well next couple months. So you never know. But I did see, I think it was after the Marquise Gallegos commitment on Tuesday, USC had moved up to the number 4 overall team in On3's rankings. But then I think as of yesterday, they were all the way to number 5. And I don't know if that added Conley's and Palepale's commitment in the last 2 days or not, but we'll see. Maybe they might jump up a couple more spots here and there when Monday comes around, which I think will be another time when another player might be committing, but get to him soon enough. And then ex-USC basketball player Nikola Vucevic, who I really liked and wanted him to be on the Lakers, but he's with Chicago and was able to work out a new extension with them, like 3 years, $60-some-odd million deal, so that's pretty good for him and his future. Got the nice money, the most money he would get from any team, and it's pretty nice that he got that, and will still be with another ex-USC player, DeMar DeRozan, up there as well in Chicago. So good luck to those guys. Nice earning that contract, and yeah, we'll see how it goes for them. And another ex-USC basketball player, Chimezie Metu, signed a 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns, I believe it was, like a vet minimum. I don't know if it's an exact 1-year deal or 2 years, and the second year is a player option. Something like that, I don't know, but they'll definitely have some playing time because they got like 3 guys on that roster getting paid close to 40 or almost over $40 million. So they're going to need a lot of guys to accept smaller contracts, and when you do that, you do have a higher percentage chance of playing right away because they got no other choice but to throw you out there. So looking to see what he can do. Sucks that he's still an opponent against the Lakers, but overall still rooting for Metu. And then House of Victory had a recent signing from the football team in Romello Height, who was a defensive end, transfer from Auburn last year. He did get hurt early in the season, ended up missing pretty much most of the season, and then as of right now is looking pretty healthy and stuff coming back from that surgery. But he did sign with House of Victory, so that's pretty cool for him. And speaking of that other commitment coming up, I believe it's Monday, July 3rd, which is Marquise Lightfoot, another edge player out there in high school. He has USC in his top like 5 or 6, something like that, or final 5 or 6. And it was trending a little bit towards USC, but I know a lot of people are saying like Ohio State and other schools as well. So this might be like a dart thrown in the night or whatever the heck the saying is. But if we do get him, that'll be pretty awesome. He is a 4-star player, but if not, then we'll just move on and regroup and get the next best guy for the team in 2024. So yes, thanks for watching, people. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. If I don't.